Lead Farmer 73 here. I'm not going to be here long. Let's clean this off first. That should work. How we doing, everybody? Let me get in here so I can see who's all in here. Silver Rim. What's good? Let me see. Got to get my old man's on. Silver Rim, Love to Garden, KY LaPimp, bruh. That dryer had me, man. You was on it with that one. Let me see. Say, wish we could. I must be missing something. That probably was a conversation before I came in. Let's see. Lisa Wilson, Growing with Darlene. How you doing, Growing with Darlene? Happy Mac in the house. Q Dub J, Dee Leela Knowles, Tora RLM, Herbal ID. That's a long name. Whoo! At least you got one though. Let me see. Karima Abdul Hakim. How you doing, my friend? Miss Kia Parks. Steph Shockey, Happy Matt, the Frugal Gardener, my bad. Hey VK, how you doing? Hey everybody in the house, let's get right into it, cause I'll be here all day doing roll call like we about in the 3rd grade. Hey New Orleans Gardener, how you doing? Good to see everybody in the house. Now, just so everybody knows, right now, before I get started, hey, Triple Threat, how you doing, sister? It's good to see you in here. I want everybody to know, because you're going to come in and you ain't going to see too many people in blue. That's because crazy stuff been happening to my channel over the last few weeks. And I told everybody in my last video, I'm getting rid of all of the moderators until I can figure out what's going on. I promise you, as soon as I got rid of all the moderators, just left it blank and it was just me and Lady Led as the moderators, something big changed. Something huge changed for the better. And I don't know what's going on, but this happened to me before. And I keep telling y'all, people don't want to believe me. People think you just need to accept anybody and everybody is your friend on these platforms and everybody has your best interests at heart. It is not true. I had this happen before where there was a person that I was subscribed, well, they were subscribed to me and I thought they were my friend and they were a Trojan horse. It was 2 of them. It was 2 young ladies and they kept coming in and deleting my wife. So I knew for a fact who it was. As soon as I put them in the cornfield, that stopped. They did it like 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, what's this about? Next thing I know, they had a problem with my wife as well. She ain't did nothing to nobody. So I knew exactly who was playing the games. Got rid of that problem. So now we got this situation again where it's a lot of people going to the cornfield and I didn't do it. And YouTube didn't do it. So everybody that don't know, YouTube, if I put in certain clauses, okay, so there are certain groups of people that, gangs I like to call them, or cults that I don't deal with. So I put that name in a box. And when YouTube sees that name, like one of these political names or something, you're the only person to ever see that is you, God, and YouTube, because I'll never see that comment. Okay, so with that being said, until I assess the situation, the moderator situation, I'm going to have to postpone for a second. So I'm gonna try to keep my lives at bay, like keep them short, quick, to the point. So I had to let everybody know that, because everybody is probably like, hey, yo, where's my my wrench? Here's the thing. As much as I love you, and it's a lot of people out there, I really love you, but love ain't got nothing to do with trust. Okay? And it's hurting my bottom line, and it's hurting my channel. And I don't know who's doing it, and until I figure it out, I gotta chill. What's up, B Rich? Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that. So it's nothing personal, not really. But you gotta understand, if you own a store, if you own a business, and all your merchandise keep coming out of the back door, all your merchandise, you keep losing money out the back door some way. But you know that it's only 4 people with the key to the back door, right? The first thing you're gonna do before you interrogate the rest of the employees is you want to talk to the people with the wrenches, with the keys. So once you take those keys and ain't no more merchandise coming out the back door, you start trying to figure out, oh, okay, we're going to have to retool things then. So that's where I am now. It's nothing personal, not really. But at the same time, I got some Trojan horses that I got to get rid of, all right? So if you're a content creator, I'm done really giving the whole content creator advice thing. All I can say is if you're a content creator, remember what I said. Everybody in here is not your friend. They're not here for your best interest. They smile in your face and chi ha ha with the teeth. And the next thing you know is some problems happening behind the curtains and you don't know. So the best way to resolve that is just start over, man. Hit the reset button. And if a real friend doesn't understand that, are they a real friend? If your friend with the key to the office does not understand that, are they the real friend or are they the ones that's shipping your products out the back door? Just saying. All content creators, just giving you some food for thought, all right? I've been in this game a long time and I've seen a lot, and this is a whole new ball game for me. So, with that being said, off to the races. I want to start again, secondly, by saying yesterday, April from African Dreaming. Everybody raise your hand if you know about African Dreaming's channel. Anybody? April and Jay over there. Everybody know about African Dreaming? Over in the motherland? Okay, yesterday was her first time going live by herself. By herself. She didn't, her husband, Jay, was behind the screens. He wasn't really able to talk, even though he talked. He wasn't able to talk. But I just wanted to tell everybody, go over there and hold it down for April over there with African Dreaming, the same way you held up and supported Lady Led when she was just starting out, because she was always behind the scenes too. She didn't really want to be in front of the camera, but y'all held it down for her and showed love till she got a little bit more comfortable with the camera. So they holding it down for the ladies. You gotta, I know us fellas, we talk a lot. But the ladies, y'all be to the point, bop, bip, boop, y'all have it on schedule, and I'm done. I said what I had to say in 3 minutes. Us fellas, we beat around the bush, we come around the alley a little bit. So please go support April at African Dreaming and tell her I sent you over there and give her support. Next time you see her there by herself, y'all hold her down. Especially all y'all ladies in the house. Especially all y'all ladies, okay? So, and it was hilarious, by the way. So, with that being said, what's up, Motivation? Did you get that yet, brother? I'll talk to you. But this is why I'm here. The subject, I'm trying to stick to a script here. The subject, hey, Lashes, how you doing? Hey, Yaya's Best Life, girl, you doing your doggone thing. I be walking, listening to you walk. So, sometimes you get me, you go before I go, so I'm able to talk. But most of the time, I'm listening to you. Girl, do your thing. Do your thing. Listen, I'm proud of myself. That scale keeps smiling up at me. So I look down at it with a sad face, but it's smiling up at me like, just keep it up. Keep it up. All right? So with that being said, everybody on their health journeys and trying to do better, because y'all know we getting older. Flat out. The subject today, is owning land. And it's not just about owning land, because I'm done talking about that part of it. I'm just not going to do that anymore to that part, to that extent. How many people want to own a home, want to own land, and you're in the process, or you're looking, wishing, and dreaming? That's what I want to know. I'm not going to get into the whole, it's a lot of folks out, talking about this, so ain't no need of me giving my side of the story. Oh, Back to Our Roots Homestead. T-Nog announced Back to Our Roots Homestead doing the Green Tea Challenge. I ain't had time to take no pictures or videos, but y'all know I did a tea thing years ago. Well, I heard about that T-Nog, and I got my green tea over here, and that's in my 2.5 gallon glass jug, Sun Tea, guava. And tell back to Our Roots Homestead, I said guava. This is that right now with a twist of lemon. That green tea, right? Okay, everybody, I see a lot of people that are really interested in buying land. Hey, She Is Sunshine. Boy, that dang. She is sunshine by the seashore. 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 I'm tripping. Everybody that want to buy land, you tell me. Now I'm not going to even play games with you. I'm going to get right to the point so we don't be in here all day. Everybody, the reason I'm doing this, and I thought of this, is because I keep getting the people to say, everybody ain't got it like you, Led Bomb 73. Everybody ain't got money like you, Led Bomb 73. Everybody just can't do it like that. I'm a single mother and I got 3 kids, Led Bomb 73. Every time I hear that, it drives me insane. Because I have never heard such cop-out behavior speech in my life. I promise you this. I'm not the guy to stick around and listen to it and try to. That pity party thing, don't do it to me, because it don't work. It don't work at all. It don't work. Somebody emailed me, and this is nothing towards a person that really has these situations. I'm not even going to say that. Yes, I am going to say it. Emailed me because they wanted to win the power generator, and you name it, they had this ailment. They missing some limbs. They ain't only got but one eye. They got 15 kids. They homeless. They phone about to get cut off. They lights and water about to get cut off. Did you hear everything I said? Put all that together now. They in a wheelchair, and it's electric wheelchair, but they ain't got nowhere to charge the battery at, and the battery is dripping acid. You name it, this person gave me their ailment. They had lupus, they had cancer, they had arthritis, not just arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, you name it. They gave me all of their spiel. They got 15 kids, and all the kids is hungry. Everything. So all I was thinking to myself is, how is you talking to me on a cell phone? And how is your lights, gas, and water about to get cut off if you said you was homeless? See, the lies be so thick and rich and tangy that I just be like, that guilt trip stuff on me, and that pulling out the violin while you making up your lie, don't work on me. It don't work on me. And I'm going to tell you why. When I hear those people, well, I ain't got it like you, Led Bomb 73. You always talking junk because you can do that. The funny thing is about that is I was not born. Thank you, Precious SoCal Gardner. Thank you. You said thick and tangy is hilarious. I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I don't know why people think when they see somebody doing better than them, the first thing you think is they've always had it good. They've never had to struggle. They've never took no lumps. They've never took no L's. They've never been without food. They've never been without water. No, that's a lie. I've been in the gutter. I've literally been homeless, sleeping in my truck. Okay? I'm not going to get into the details of that. But I've been homeless, sleeping in my truck in Toledo, Ohio, in below zero weather. You go figure that out. Okay, because this van life stuff that you see on YouTube, some of them is really real, and some of them is just for YouTube. Staying warm in your car and it's below zero outside ain't no joke. You might wake up in the morning to Jesus. You ain't no guarantee you gonna wake up in that car unless you do it right. So I don't want to pretend that I've always been okay financially and everything. I haven't. I've been right where some of y'all have been. So when I hear everybody ain't got it like you, everybody can't just go out there and buy that stuff, live from 73. Cornfield, I don't even want to hear your explanation. Cornfield yourself. I will cornfield you if you hit me with that bullshit. Now, I'm going to tell you why now. Because just because you're still in your bad situation and trying to put it off on me like it's my fault because I'm giving information on a whole nother level now. I didn't do that to you. I don't even know you. It's not fair. Because I've been in all of them struggle games. You don't know. My kids could sit here and tell you some of the stuff that they remember. You know, I had a friend. I'm going to say this before I get into it. I had a friend. He just reminded me maybe a month or so ago. He just reminded me. He said, boy, you a bad boy. They just don't know, man. I said, no, they don't know. He know when I was in a housing situation so dire, I still have my friends coming up. Thank you, Growing with Darlene. Say thanks for allowing me to glean. Oh, thank you for that. I had a housing situation so dire. All I'm gonna say is what was it? It wasn't our lights. It was our water. I had to pick. Our water and our gas got cut off in Toledo, Ohio. I had to pick one. When you got three sets of three utilities, you got to pick one. It ain't like the South where everything is combined into one. Back then in the North, you had gas, lights, water, and sewage. You had 4 bills. So I had to pick some. Get rid of the sewage, get rid of that water, and get rid of those lights. And get rid of the gas. Did you hear what I said? Get rid of the water, get rid of the gas, and water, gas, and sewage. Get rid of them. And you want to see how to make it live? Long as you got electricity, long as you got power, you can get real crafty. Okay? So I had company and family members coming over to my house, and my family members don't even know that I got my water shut off, my lights is shut off, my gas is shut off. Nobody knows. It's nice and warm in here. We eating good. We barbecue. Why am I barbecuing in the middle of the winter? Because that's the only way I can cook. Damn near besides that electric griddle I had. So everybody in my house kicking it and having a good time. Nobody knows it but me and Lady Led and my brand new 2 baby boy and baby girl. My baby boy and my baby girl was born. My baby girl, Princess Leia, was a baby. Like she was almost fresh out of the womb. We ain't have no utilities. I was too ashamed and too trying to be managed. I didn't want to go to my father and like, can I get some help? I had to take things into my own hands and provide for my family like a man. Not like I'm just a man, like a man. And that's what I did. To the point, nobody, not even my very own parents that would come over and visit, knew that I was in such dire straits. You want some water? Yeah, hold on, I get it for you. Hold on, y'all stay here, I'll get you water for you in a jug in there. Because I'm melting snow and filtering it. You hungry? Got some barbecue. You good? You good? Microwave still going. You good? Yeah, the heat, like, my daddy like taking his coat off, like, dang, son, turn the heat down. You know what? I really couldn't turn the heat down. All I could do was open a window. You know why? Because I got 2 kerosene heaters blaring in the basement. So, yeah. So I don't want to hear, and that went on for years. I don't want to hear everybody can't do it like that, lead from 73. And at the same time, I'm holding it down for 3 other mouths I had to feed and deal with. I can't let nothing happen to my newborn baby girl. I can't let nothing happen to my 3-year-old baby son. I can't let nothing happen to my wife, the mother of my children. I got to come in here like a straight G. All that street game and street knowledge that I learned out there, I got to bring that inside this household and make all that game out there, that hustle, work inside this household and live in a decent neighborhood, and nobody knows it but me. So miss me with that. So how can you own land? How can you own a home? How can you own anything when you starting from the bottom? Now we here. When I heard Drake's "We Started From the Bottom, Now We Here," that song almost made me cry. Everybody danced to it, almost made me cry. But I'm going to tell you how you get to a better place. I ain't saying you're going to be millionaire and rich. You might be, but this is how it works. You got a dream. If you keep on saying, well, I ain't got it like that, live from 73, so you can just live like that, and I just live like this. If you got that mentality, cornfield yourself for me. Just do it for me. Because I won't have anything to say to you. I'm not going to stroke your pity party ego thing. I'm not doing it. Okay? Not doing it. So, here's the deal. Thank you, growing what I eat. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. This is how you do it. You start dreaming. You might not have 2 nickels to rub together. Do you, just because you broke, do you stop dreaming? This is my question to you. I want you to answer. Just because you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together, you just stop dreaming? You just give up? You quit? You know, that's the mentality of a lot of people these days. They just quit. They like, I'm done. Forget it. I'll never get to that point. When you talk to me like that, even my children, if my kids be like, I'll never do it right there, get away from me. Get away from me. I don't want to hear, you know, my kids and my whole family, no, don't come over here talking to me like that. I don't want to hear it. I'm not, you don't remember? Okay? My daughter called me, this is a true story, called me the other day, called her mama with the boo-hoo cry and a tear in the duct, like, oh, my air conditioning in my car went out, I don't know, oh. I'm sitting on the other side of the bed, listening to her boo-hoo on FaceTime to my wife, and I'm sitting over here listening to one of y'all videos. I stopped watching the video, and I said, aim that phone at me. I ain't got on their clothes. They know I'm daddy. I don't care. Aim the phone at me. What you crying for? What you crying for? Oh, daddy, my air conditioning done busted out in my car and it's 103 degrees outside. Yeah, I know. I know. So let's start right here. First, wipe your face, y'all. That crying bug. Don't wipe that out. Get that out there. That snot. Get that out. You know, I can't stand to see that. So let's reevaluate your boo-hoo big, huge problem. while it's 103 degrees outside. I know, I was out there. It's 103 degrees outside. Your air conditioning in your car broke. Uh-oh. The car that I got you. The car that's still in my name. The car that I just paid the taxes and the tags on about a week ago. The car that I still pay insurance on. The car that I just sent you $50 for gas about 3 weeks ago. Shut all the way up with that bullshit. What you boo-hooing for? Because I just came from Myrtle Beach helping your cousin that's about to get put out of his house. You want to trade places with him because he'll slit your throat, even though y'all family, this will be an old biblical tale of how families stab each other in the back to get better. Look, he will slit your pretty little throat to get that Mini Cooper and won't think twice about it. He will slit your doggone jugular, step over your body, and take the keys to that Mini Cooper and drive off, giggling like a schoolgirl. So don't give me your boo-hoo and, oh, woe is me bullshit. You know not to call this house with that. That ain't no real boo-hoo. You mean the air conditioning in my car, bro? Now, see, all you need to have called here and told Dad, I think the air done went up. All right, come bring it over here. Let me look at it. There ain't no call here with no crying. You don't got to do nothing. Because if you really want to boo-hoo, I'll sign the car over into your name. You can pay the tags and title and taxes every year. And you can pay for that insurance for that little booger of a car. So, was I raving? Let me get to my point. My point is this. You have to dream. And when you dream, you have to dream big. You got to go hard in the paint. Just because you ain't got no money now don't mean you ain't going to have no money tomorrow. You know, I met a friend yesterday. I got his name. Matter of fact, I'm going to say his name. I was on business. And my brother, Tony Morant. Tony Morant, if you watching, brother, this is for you. I got your card. This is his business card. Ran into a fellow viewer, and Tony Morant said, Laird Farmer 73. And I told Tony, I said, brother, well, what's your YouTube channel so I can promote your business or help promote your business? I said, I ain't got no channel. My point is this. You never know who you gonna run into. You never know who's there to boost you up. You gotta keep one in the chamber. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, growing what I eat. Thank you. You gotta keep a plan in the chamber, just like your firearm. You gotta keep a plan in the chamber. You gotta keep a log on the fire. You gotta keep the coals at least ashy. You hear me? You gotta keep those coals ashy because somebody just might walk past you one day that could put gas on your fire and light your life up for the better. I'm living proof. I was a manager at Home Depot. This is a true story. I was a manager at Home Depot. And I used to always help this lady. She came in one day. You know what she said? She said, you always the only one that know how to help me. And you be knowing exactly what I'm talking about. And you be knowing everything in the store. You ever thought about working at the post office? I said, what? You ever thought about working at the post office? Well, my uncle worked there, and I wasn't interested. I was young and silly anyway. I wasn't interested. She said, boom, here's my card. Call this number. I don't know what she wants. She didn't tell me what she's doing. So I called the number. The number said, okay, well, can you come in here on this day? I'm like, okay. I go into there, which is the post office. I don't know what they want. Here, fill this out. Okay. I'm kind of running late for work. Can I bring it back? You might want to fill that out right now. Okay. I fill it out. Next thing you know, I'm a freaking mailman. She came into the room of orientation and everybody almost bowed down like they seen Jesus. I said, Oh, that's the lady that I help at Home Depot. She wasn't just the lady that I help at Home Depot. She was the Postmaster General. What? I don't know none of this. Lord is my witness. I don't know nothing. This a nice little lady I help every time she come into the store. This is a true to God life story. Right now, that's how I ended up at the post office. She came into the orientation and she asked for me, and the instructor stopped everything, said, "Led." Everybody like, "Oh my God, ooh wee, oh my God, that's her." I'm like, who? That's the lady I help at Home Depot. I don't know what she doing here. She was the Postmaster General. So just because I was always being kind to people and staying on top of my game and keeping my coals hot, I wasn't out to go work at no post office. I wasn't even looking for another job. I had retired from nursing. I was done working for good. I didn't even really want another job, but that just fell in my lap. So this is what I'm telling you. Once you walk around with that kind of mindset that nothing is ever going to happen, so you just going to be hood as hell forever. I'm going to ride till I die, they say. Go ahead by yourself with that. Because if you don't keep a plan, you keep one in the chamber, and if you don't keep your head up, and if you don't stay positive, that person will never come by and spray that gasoline on your fire or on your weak coals. We all walk around with weak coals because we like, dang, the fire is going out. The fire gonna burn out. Even if you can't find no wood, you pick up some old grass and throw on there. You tear your shirt off and put it on that fire, but you keep that fire burning because you don't know who's gonna walk by you and spray that gas on that fire that you got. So you can burn up, not burn up, blow up. So you gotta keep dreaming. Now I'm gonna tell you one game that me and Lady Led play all the time. We've been doing it for years. This is what we used to do. We used to go window shopping for things that we thought we would never be able to afford. We would go, back then they had that doggone home book, I forgot what it was called, where you just looked at a bunch of houses. There wasn't no internet. You looked at a 2 or 3 different 100 houses in this book, the home buyer's guide or something like that. Used to get it out of when you going into a grocery store. This rack used to be right there with all the shopping carts, and you could pick up a home buyer book, and have your way with it. It was free. So we used to get 2 of them and look through them all night long, all day long, and just at breakfast, like, ooh, look at this one. Look, just dreaming. Knowing we can never afford no $1 million house. But, oh, look at how they got it laid out. Oh, look at the floor plan. We dreamed. And it put thoughts in my head. The thoughts was like, how can I get something like that? What would I have to do? So the questions is like, the first question I ask is, how much is the mortgage on $1 million home? I don't know. Let's start there. Start asking dumb questions. I don't know. How much is the mortgage on $1 million home? Like, that's bad, but that's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought the mortgage on $1 million home would be at least $200,000 a month. Nope, don't work that way. It's all kind of little things that depend. And then it's all kind of programs to help you afford those houses, right? And afford those dreams that you don't know nothing about because you back in the back boo-hooing, talking about some, I don't got that kind of money, Led Farmer 73. You so busy with that kind of negative energy that you're not spending that energy trying to figure out the positive way to get through. So me and Lady Led would get those books. We would circle a bunch of them, write down the addresses, and then we would take a Saturday or a Sunday, drive through the neighborhoods, go find this place. Wasn't no GPS. Go find these places on the map and in the phone book and go and see these houses. And I'll never forget, there was this one house by the lake, and I kept telling my wife, I'm going to get you a house by the lake. I'm going to get you one. We would laugh. And after that, go eat some ice cream. But that's the thing. We made a day of it. The kids loved it. We had a fun day, and we running in and out of houses we don't know nothing about or knowing if we'll ever be able to afford it. That's when we lived in a freaking ghetto where you went to sleep at gunshot and you woke up to gunshots. You may just see a chalk outline in the morning and some yellow tape. That's where we came from. So I don't like listening to people tell me, oh, everybody ain't got it like you, Led Farm 73. I don't want to hear that. It's garbage. So I'm going to give you one little game that me and my wife used to play. We still play it from time to time. But this morning, I asked her to play with me again, just so I could show you. Okay? When I said the power of paper, the thing that you have to do, the very first thing that you should do is get a piece of paper and a pencil, not a pen. A pencil. Start with a pencil because nothing is set in stone yet. Once it's in ink, that's it. Pencil. You write down your dream home. Put dream home at the top of that paper. If I was you, I would get a big piece of construction paper, the big old poster board, and do it. Because once your mind start letting your dreams off, once you put that negative energy and them negative words in your back pocket and let off your positive energy and you start letting off your positive thoughts, you're going to need more paper. That's what I'm telling you. Don't pull out one piece of paper. You're going to need a notebook. Once you start thinking positive, you're going to need a whole notebook. Because the first thing I want a big 4-bedroom home. What else do you want? Now remember, we dreaming. You can have whatever you want. It's your dream. It's your dream, not mine. You can't say, well, maybe that's being greedy. Is it? With all you've been through, with all that you have been through, I don't know not one of y'all, but I know we've all been through hell, all of us. With all that you've been through, you still don't think you deserve it? Go ahead. Somebody said, I would want a swimming pool, but that's doing too much. Is it though? You can have whatever you want in your dreams. Because I guarantee you this, if you won the lottery for about $50 million, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get everything that you're dreaming about right now. The worst thing to do is have $1 million and you hit that lottery or you hit that, or somebody pass away and leave you a grip and you just start spending. You're going to go broke quick. And I'm going to tell you why. You never had a dream or a plan to begin with. So you're going to be blowing money left and right till you broke. That dream. So this is what me and Lady, hey baby, she here now. Woohoo! Good. I'm gonna show y'all what we did today. Now this is courtesy of Unbiased LLC. Unbiased LLC, I put a little magnet on the back until I can put get it on one of my shirts. This is our board that we just did this morning. This is our dream house. This is a game. We can do what we want to do. Get that piece of paper out. You should be getting a piece of paper and pencil right now. Remember, get a piece of paper or a notebook, a pencil, and a pen. Because that pen is what set it in stone. See, I can erase all of this. But look, everything you see in the black is me. We just keep passing this board back and forth. Back and forth. We playing off of each other's dreams and wants, right? And desires. So everything in the black is me. Everything in the red is Lady Led. So we took both of these markers and we just kept passing this board down until we ran out of space. And I was like, damn, I should have pulled out a notebook, right? You got to put this stuff, you got to write it down, and you got to say it with your mouth or it just don't seem to work. You got to say it out of your mouth, and you got to write it down somewhere. Okay? So, hold on a second. Okay. So, here's the thing. I I wanted a covered porch, a covered wraparound porch. She wanted a fireplace. Now that's one that I want. Ooh, I didn't think of that. As much as I always be screaming fireplace. I want a sitting room in my main bedroom. I don't like calling it the master. I'm sure you know why. In the main bedroom, mom and daddy room, I want a sitting room off of that because sometimes I can't sleep or she can't sleep and we sit up and do some work. And I don't like being downstairs because I always fall asleep down here. If I'm already in my room, I could just roll over to the bed and I'll be good. Sitting room. She said she want a big old huge garden tub, jacuzzi tub, right? I couldn't fit my giant shower like in our condo. I want that giant shower with about 3 or 4 heads that come down like the spring rain. Y'all can put in what you want to. Y'all can put in right now in the chat. What's your dream thing that you want inside your house? You can put that in the chat right now while I'm talking. I wanted myself a big old eat-in kitchen. I got a huge kitchen that I can't show y'all. My kitchen is ginormous here. And I want this, if I could just pluck this kitchen out, update it, and put it in my new house, I want a kitchen this size in my house. Because this is where we spend all our time anyway. Somebody said a backyard with a waterfall. She want high voltage ceilings. I know she forgot to put her, what is it? The lights that go up in the wall, they ain't just hanging out. Let me see. And recessed lighting. Recessed light. I knew you forgot to put it. With her high, she always wants this. High ceilings, high voltage ceilings with recessed lighting. What do they call it? The dinner tray, like in Georgia. Me, no daggone carpet. I don't want to see no carpet nowhere. No carpet. I never want to see carpet again. I will never for the rest of my life spend another nickel on carpet. That got to be the dumbest thing you could almost put in a house. It got to be the dumbest thing that you could put inside of a house or a car. Wait a minute, time out. Have you ever thought of that? The hell you put carpet inside of a car for? Outdoors. Then your car always smell like wet dog feet. You buy a used car, wet dog feet juice, because water just sits down there and pools up in the bottom of the car and rusts the... Why do we have carpet on the ceiling, material on the ceiling in your automobile? What is that about? That's just stupid. Who thought of this? I understand in the 40s and the 50s it was hot, and they didn't know much. It's 2023. It should not be no more material on the roof. It should be no more rug and carpet on the floor. That is utterly ridiculous to me. But let me get on with it. Sorry. And in the house. In the house carpet. Sometime when we get allergies and sneezing and snotting and coughing and this and that, we like, ooh, it must be some pollen going on outside like me right now. Ooh, it's the pollen outside. You come in, take your shoes off, and you look down at that carpet. Stupid. Let me get on with it, because I'll go on for days. I think if I get old enough to kind of lightweight lose my mind, that's what I'll always be talking about. Like if I end up with dementia or something, they're going to be like, oh, don't bother him. All he talk about is carpet. You see this carpet? Look at this. Man, this stuff living all down inside that carpet, man. Don't step on that. You want to die. If you want to die, you step on it. If I was to get dementia, you know how certain people talk about certain things, like they start remembering their childhood and the ice cream man. Not me. Carpet. Carpet. Hey, somebody get a roll of plastic put down in here for somebody get themselves killed with this nasty carpet. If I'm almost positive, because she gets sick of hearing me talk about carpet. It's gross. I didn't even put hardwood floors first. I put no carpet, then hardwood floors. No carpet, hardwood floors. I don't care what kind of flooring it is. hardwood, laminate. I don't even care if it just, don't even put nothing down there. No carpet. See, there I go. I've been on that way too long. Let's move on, shall we? Okay. She, just like every woman, well, I ain't gonna say that because I want one too. Large walk-in closet. She wants a large walk-in closet for all her clothes because she is the queen of Tetris. She know how to fold, flip, lock in. She pulls clothes out of places in her closet that looks like a freaking magic trick. I don't know how she do it. I don't know how she fit all of that in that little closet in the bedroom. I don't know how she do it. Okay, I want to walk in closet because I just, y'all know I always wear just a couple t-shirt, jogging pants. I don't got a whole bunch of clothes, but I do got a whole bunch of them Glock wallers that I be needing to put my safe. I need my safes safe. You understand? So it's like I got a little bit of clothes and then my safes. I need some space for my Glock wallers. They, you know, they dog house. I got to put them in the dog house. So both of us want that large walk-in closet, but that was her dream. I'll let her have it. I said, I want a mud room because on our land, ain't no concrete nowhere, ain't no sidewalks. It's just sand, red clay, mud and dirt and grass. So I want to be able, like I had in Toledo, Ohio, in one of our houses. Most houses in Toledo got a mud room. Like it's like a little back porch where you take off all your snow clothes, your boots and your nastiness and your mud, and then you walk in the house, right? So all you got to do is you just got to hose out one little room. You ain't got to bring all that disease and crap inside of the home. So I want a mud room. That's important to me. I don't care side interest, back interest, but a mud room where all our garbage boots and shoes and stuff, you know, what the stuff you don't want company to see. Umbrellas, you know, every blue moon for some reason it's a car jack in there. They don't even make them kind of jacks no more. Them was for 1970s car with the big hook put up under the metal bumper. I'm going down memory lane. She said, I want an in-ground pool. She was dreaming for me. She knew I want an in-ground pool. I always talk about it. I want at least a 1/4 acre pond. I want at least a 1/4 acre pond. Now we dreaming on the outside a little bit, but still my dream. It's our dreams. She said she want neat landscaping like flowers and attract butterflies and beneficial insects and birds. So like we used to do, we used to have a vegetable garden, but we also used to have a flower garden. One of these days I'll show you videos of all of our flowers, all the places that we used to live. I want a large 3-car garage slash office slash shop on the house. Ain't got nothing to do with my pole barn with all my working equipment. This is what I want on the house. She wants a gym. She wants a gym so we can go work out together where we ain't got to go pay nobody. Just get us a gym either in the house or buy us a shed and convert it to a gym. That way we can do everything we need to do at home. And this is my, I want to walk in. Let me look at it. I want to walk in laundry room. I want a laundry room. When I was growing up, every house that I was in had a laundry room. In the North, we had things like called a clothes chute. Anybody ever hear of a clothes? Anybody ever hear of a clothes chute? Where you up on the 2nd or the 3rd floor of your house, the washer and dryer is downstairs in the basement in the laundry room. It went down this big old tube and ended up in front of the washer and dryer. The clothes chute. You got to be careful because there be some water bugs down there. You leave them too long. But the clothes chute. Okay? Your daughter trying to call. So We ran out of space, as you can see. I even had to put mine over here. So you gotta start somewhere. You gotta dream. This is a house that we hope to have built soon. Nothing is set in stone right now. Anything can happen, right? Nobody's promising us, even though we have a plan, nobody is promising us that we'll be able to afford it, get it, nothing. But if you don't even start with a dream, you lost. When I say you lost, I ain't meaning you lose the game. I mean you are literally wandering around life lost. You're living with no direction whatsoever. If you don't have a loved one or a mentor in your life to guide you down right financial paths or right spiritual paths or right physical paths, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands. And you start with a piece of paper and a dream. That's how you start. You just don't wake up and just be a millionaire and you can go do whatever you want. You got to start with a dream. Once you write it down, you'll be surprised how much of that dream starts coming true. You know what I like to do? Every blue moon, I keep these papers. Everything I draw, everything I write, I keep it. And then I end up stumbling across that piece of paper someday with all the little check mark bubbles next to it. It'll bring tears to your eyes. It'll bring tears to your eyes. You okay, honey? It'll bring tears to your eyes because you look back and even the most impossible things, you was like, I'm just dreaming. I could dream whatever I want. So yeah, I never forget. It's one specific thing I had on this one piece of paper that I found a little ways back. I'm gonna tell you what it was. A Glock 19. Glock 19. That was my ultimate dream sidearm. I've had so many Glock 19s now over the years. I still have two, a 26, a 30, a 43X, two 43Xs. I could go on and on and on. Yes.
You trying to think like me?
I'm thinking like you because I love you.
Like, this ain't my
I did the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Can you tell them? I know I'm always. Come here. Come here. You look good. You look delicious. Come here. Just real quick. You look great. Come over here. Come over here. Please. Because they know, sometimes they be like, Laird always bullshit. They need to hear from you. Because they know you ain't going to.
What?
Just tell them how possible it is.
Oh,
She been through the trenches with me. It ain't always been like this.
Yeah, if you don't, you gotta set it in your mind to be more hopeful. I mean, you just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it till the day you die. Like, believing that that's what's gonna happen. I mean, ain't no other way to live for me. Because the other alternative is hopeless.
And look, tell them. They just don't know where we came from. I know y'all see this stuff. Be like, all right, live on Div 3. Y'all don't know.
Nah, you gotta dream. You gotta visualize. You gotta always be visualizing a better life.
Always.
Because that's how you live a better life. And you gotta start now. Like, even though your life don't look how you want it to look, you gotta start in your head living it like that. You don't have a car you want to drive? Guess what? Go clean up the car you already got and be proud of that, because you could not have a car.
Amen. So. I'm telling you, what me and her have been through, nobody would
it's
believe
a miracle. If you don't expect miracles to happen to you, you ain't gonna have miracles.
There you go.
So you gotta You gotta hope for them, dream for them, expect for them, or else you get what you look for. You look for the good, you'll get the good. You look for the bad.
Remember when I told you I was gonna get you a house on the lake? When we used to go look down on off Summit?
Yep.
We used to look at this house, and I know the people probably wanted to call the police on us. We used to just sit and park the car and look at it. We used to park the car and look at these people's house in a neighborhood that we shouldn't really necessarily. I ain't gonna say we shouldn't be in, but you know we're gonna have some trouble. We used to stare, and the lake is across the street from their house. Boats is coming in and out of the channel, and me and her just looking like, oh my God, look at that. Watching the sun go down in somebody else's yard.
Thank you, girl, what I eat. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I saw another one. I don't know where it went. But thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I'm about to get out of here too. I just wanted to start with y'all. If you don't start dreaming, you're lost. Not you lost. You are lost. You wandering through this life aimlessly, wasting time. When you should be thinking of a master plan. They got the song. If you don't know what go. I'm gonna say this. I know I always beat up on new R&B and hip hop, right? How many people always hear me like, this new music ain't worth listening to? How many people always hear me say that? Raise your hand. You know what? Even though it's some music I do not care for, I don't take a fancy to it at all. I'm always ragging on this new age music, new hip hop, if that's what you want to call it, whatever. But you know what, family? You got to give all of them young men and women one sliver of credit. As horrible as a lot of them sound, we listen to them and be like, oh, who said, oh man, this new track is hot. We need to get this out on the radio stations immediately. You always wonder about the dude that actually let him sign the doggone contract, right? It ain't the artist that bother me so much. It's the who said he is any good. Here's the thing. Even though this boy or this girl cannot rap, they cannot sing, they went in that office with their chest poked out. They did the groundwork. They hustled. They made the music. They paid money to get in studios. They ain't got no money. They paying money to get in these house studios so somebody can press them out a little track so they can at least take it to the producer and say, can you listen, please listen to my demo? If you ain't got no demo in the first place, how you gonna have these big record executives even hear you? You gotta take the initiative and put yourself out there, and every crumb of money you gotta invest it into yourself and into your craft, right? You gotta invest it into your craft. That way you can put yourself out there. That's what I was telling y'all. Keep your coals hot. Because somebody can come along at the right time, the right day, and spray gas all on your little burning out coals till you blow up. I gotta give these artists, bless you, honey. I gotta give these artists that much credit. I don't gotta care. I don't gotta like their music. Somebody do. Because they got money phones and I don't. As horrible as some of them be, horrible music, if that's what you want to call it. You gotta give them credit for the hustle. Nobody just went to their house, knocked on the door and said, can you rap? Can you sing? We gotta give credit to the people. How many people used to watch American Idol when it first came on? Whoa, whoa. How many people used to watch American Idol and you really only watching it to hear this dude? Can I go now? Yep, I'm ready. I can do it? Okay. Me. you. Stop, quit, don't. That's a no for me. Paula, you? No? Yeah, no. No, I'm gonna say it's a no. I'm sorry, it's a no. Paula Abdul, no, sorry, it's a no. I gave credit to them mugs that went up there knowing they sound like they got a dookie turd cut in their throat, and they gonna go in front of Simon Cowell. What's the, I was about to call him Freddie Jackson, the Randy Jackson, and Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul, forever my girl, Paula Abdul. And you about to come in there and like, can I drink some tea first? Can I drink some tea first? Yeah, knock yourself out. This is my lemon juice and tea. I'm just gonna take a swallow of this real quick. Just give me a second. Wait, I started out wrong. Wait a minute. No, that's a no for me. What do you mean that's a no? And then they got heart, son. They got heart because they like, what you mean? Paula, you shouldn't be telling me I can't sing. Paula Abdul. Paula shouldn't be telling nobody. Am I lying? Randy, can I get something? Paula shouldn't be telling nobody that they can't sing. Paula, you should just sit back there, drink your vodka, and shut up. They come in there not just with courage, but they come in there with heart. Because you ain't about to tell them that they lost. They're not about to let you tell them they can't sing. And it's been a few artists that they got on that stage. Randy, Paula, and Simon was like, it's a no for me. I'm sorry. It's a no for me. Paula. Paula, you, no. Yeah, no. That artist ended up blowing up on the outside of American Idol. They wasn't the American Idol, but they ended up being one of the biggest music stars that we listen to today. Just because Simon didn't like it, Randy didn't like it, and Paula Abdul, Paula, that's how she used to be with the murder laugh. I'm sorry for now. That person didn't quit. That person didn't give up. They stayed positive and said, well, look, F all y'all with cheese on it. I'm out. Mic drop. And they end up becoming bigger artists on the outside. Without their help, without their contract. Some of them even blew up on YouTube or TikTok. They didn't need Simon in their contract. All that money is going in their own pockets now because they produced themselves, they represented themselves, and they promoted themselves. So now 100% of their profit is to themselves. Simon ain't going to get 75% of what you did. And that's how I live. I don't let nobody tell me what I cannot do. I know my limitations, okay? I cannot backflip at this moment. Not at this moment, honey. Not right now, okay? But I'm telling you, I don't let nobody tell me what I can and what I can't do, what I can and what I can't own. You gotta get that pen and paper. So before I leave, I'm gonna show you this. I haven't been putting out that many videos this week because I've been doing a lot of recording. Let me show you something. See the little grease stains on there? Let me show you that. You know what that is? I'm gonna put the date on here too so y'all know. Do y'all see that? Bring it closer. There you go. You know what that is? This is my land. This is the side where I'm going to start Freedom Acres and Freedom Garden. Here's the chicken coop. Y'all didn't finish getting a chance to see me put the chicken coop together. I'll put that together. I was like, I ain't got time to record. I got work to do. This is my chicken coop now. Water tanks behind it. I'm going to start tilling my garden right here. Here's the tanks, my garden above ground, my raised bed garden tanks over here. Here's the road that I'm going to build to go back to the garden and over to my workshop. Here's my workshop here. Here's the garden here. This is going to be my house. This is where my RV sits right now. And this is where it's going to be my fruit tree orchard right here. This is going to be my pond. And what did I put back there? Oh, Freedom Garden too, the other big garden. You sit around and you doodle this stuff. You sit around and you doodle it. All of my fruit trees, some of my fruit trees is going to come down, all my persimmons is going to come down Freedom Road, right down here, down the road, where y'all, I'm going to show you where y'all always see me sitting at. I'm always sitting right here. Wait, no. I'm always sitting right here. Right here. That's where y'all always see me sitting at on Freedom Acres. This is that chicken coop way back there by the woods. This behind that is going to be my workshop. Raised bed gardens. My chicken coop is already built. It's sitting there like that with chickens in it. All my chickens are gone. All my chickens is out to Freedom Acres except for these little bantams. But they on their way tomorrow. You gotta dream. I mean, I was eating while I was doodling that. You can see the grease. You see the grease. You have to dream. And you can dream as big as you want to. No, it's a dream. Don't be modest. Don't say, well, I don't need all that. Do you? With all you've been through, you're sitting here telling yourself I don't need that much of that. Really? If you dream big and you hit middle, you still gonna feel good, see? If you dream, somebody told me in another live I did, I just want a tiny house. This is your dream, brother. I don't think you're dreaming of a tiny house. I don't think so. It's your dream, I can't tell you. But it's your dream to do it as you wish. Right? You don't got to be modest to say, if I dream small, and this is what a lot of us do. If I dream small, I can definitely make that come true right now. You're looking for that sure thing. You shouldn't do that. Let me stop that. I can't tell you what you should and shouldn't do. When you dream small, you win small. If I dream right now, sure wish I had a Snicker bar. I know that the odds are I can go find a Snicker bar. I can achieve that goal. Wish I had a $1,200 used car. I could probably achieve that goal with just a little bit of work. I could achieve that before the year is out. A $1,200 used car. Pretty sure I can achieve that. Right? So when you dream small, you win small. And all you did was waste time. Dream big. So even if you don't shoot that shot all the way, you're going to get halfway there. That's better than this Snicker bar. That's all I'm saying. We don't dream no more. Nobody dreams anymore. Everybody and it's this new culture. It's this new thing that we're all doing to one another. Can't get that. Oh well, can't get that job. They said, don't go to that hotel. They said no vacancies. For instance, everybody remember when I got stranded in Florida, my truck broke down? I stayed in a hotel. It said no vacancies. No vacancies. Guess what? If I would have went off of there is no other hotels around nowhere close that I can afford, okay, at the time. If I just wouldn't have went in there just to ask them, I really was like, number one, are you sure it's nothing or nobody canceled or anything I could get in? Or even better yet, can you guide me to something else close that I can get to because you know I'm in the middle of nowhere. Guess what? This what he said. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That sign should have got cut off. I'm sorry. Yes, we have plenty of vacancies. So the hotel room that y'all saw me in live in Florida last year, that's how that happened. Right before my truck broke down, that's how that happened. The price was so ridiculous, I stayed there 3 days. I'm like, really? For this? What? Okay. It smells fresh in here too. Yeah, I'm staying here. I was only gonna stay one night. I stayed 3. All because I shot my shot and I went in there just to ask questions. Just to come to find out the man just needed to take the no vacancy sign. They forgot to cut the no vacancy sign off. But if I didn't put forth no effort to even go ask, I'd have saw that sign. Well, that's it for me. Sleep in my car and hope don't nobody. I wake up next to somebody breathing down my neck. If you don't put in no footwork, you ain't gonna win. It's that simple. The people that's waiting around for somebody, you know, it's a lot of folks the same way when it comes to love. They're waiting on somebody to come and grab them by the hand. Girl, I love you. You gonna be my wife. And I'm gonna love you forever and ever. I'm gonna take good care of you too. You ready? Go right down and get married right now. It's people waiting on that. They're waiting on this fictional, nonsensical crap that somebody put in their head as a child. A man supposed to come and grab you by the hand, pull you up. Come here, girl. It don't always work that way. Sometimes some of us guys are, hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, let me buy that for you. I got you. Oh, no problem. I'll buy that. I got it. In the grocery store. You might be in the grocery store and this dude's, hey, I'll pay that. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. That might be your husband. Because I'm telling you, when he leave that store, he probably like, man, I gave that woman them a whole $20. She just gonna leave out. She going to the car. She put the groceries in the trunk. She ain't gonna, hold on a minute. I'm gonna sit here for a minute just to see. Yep, she driving away. Damn, $20 gone. Sometimes our game, especially these days, is a little light because everything is so sensitive and creepy. When people do come on strong, like, hey girl, come on over here. First thing people think of now is, all I see coming from you is a court date or putting money on your books or calling the police in the middle of the night. No, thank you. Sometimes it's just as subtle as, hey, I got you. I'll pay for that. No problem. I was about to buy it anyway. You looking, really look nice today. But anyway, I got you. Don't worry about it. Hey, that's your baby? Hey. Sometimes game ain't some old 1970 pimp stuff. Hey, girl, you look so sweet. Oh, got a toothache. That's what we still waiting on. Sometimes you gotta just look for those subtle things to move forward. Subtle stuff sometimes. You know? Put your first foot forward. Thank you, Resilient Dad. I just caught that, brother. Thank you. Let me see what that is. You see how to say, right. Resilient Dad said, I wish I could put this on the screen. Aim for the stars. So if you fall, you will land on the clouds. 1000% led. Sending motivation from the motivators. From the Bay with much respect. Much respect, Resilient Dad. He couldn't have said it no better. Aim for the stars. I think that was in one of our graduations, they always say, right? Aim for the stars. So if you don't even reach the stars, you will fall on the clouds. Man, that was beautiful. I don't care how many people said it. It's something that needs to be said every day. Every day. Because look, I still don't own $1 million home, but I was able to get my wife a house on the lake. If I told you how I got this house, you wouldn't even believe me. You would think every word I say is made up in a lie. Every word I will speak to you, you would think would be a lie. This is a upper class neighborhood. I came from a homestead slash farm. I ain't gonna say how much I paid for my house. I paid, I'm just gonna put it like this, a fraction of what everybody else is, what the going rate is around here, a fraction of that. You know why? Because I asked. It was just too good to be true. Is there some bodies in the backyard? Is this like poltergeist? Because I need to know when it starts storming and that lake come up here, some tombstones gonna start floating up on the back porch like poltergeist movie. What's wrong with the price? Or is it in the will or something that the deceased people actually have to still stay in the attic somewhere? I don't want nothing to do with that. No, just getting rid of it. Don't want to deal with it. One sibling live in New York, the other sibling live in California, another sibling live in Alaska somewhere, and they just like, look, that was mom and dad's house. I don't want to deal with it. You deal with it, Cindy. No, you deal with it, Brad. No, you deal with it, Suzanne. I don't want to do it. Let's just sell the damn house. Who gonna get the money? Who cares? We're all rich. They didn't even care about the money. They didn't even care about the money because they all were well-to-do. They just wanted to get rid of it so they didn't have to deal with it. Imagine that. My instant several hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity because people just don't want to deal with it. And me just stepping right into that. The land that we have, same thing. Freedom makers, same thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, almost identical same thing. People just didn't want to deal with it. One man's trash is another man's treasure. But if you don't dream and you don't put forth the effort to just try, you're going to be that complaining friend all the time. How many people got that one complaining friend? No matter what good is happening, they got at least one Debbie Downer word to say about the situation. How many people got that one friend, always got something bad to say, or just to snub somebody out? They just ain't never got nothing good to say. This woman is getting married to this man. Oh, she's beautiful. Everybody like, oh, she's so beautiful. Look at them doing their dance, their little wedding dance. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, her dress is... That ain't the dress I told her to get. That one show her old swollen up ankles. I don't know why she thought that was cute. Look at that. And you know he need to unbutton that button on that suit because his belly... they don't listen to me. I told him unbutton that button on his suit. At least one of them, because his belly coming out the top and the bottom of it. He need to turn that. He could have left that jacket where he bought it from. I told him get a size bigger on that tuxedo. He ain't listen to me. It's always that one friend. Girl, look at these shoes. I just got these on sale. Where you get them from? Payless? You know they're a cult, right? What? Yeah. It was on the news. What news? I'll tell you later. But they're a cult. They sell them shoes to support their cult activities. You know that, don't you? What? I would take them back if I was you. I don't care how much you pay for them. It's that one friend, man. We all got them same friends. I could name about a half a dozen of them. Be like, man, don't marry her, bro. Really? You gonna marry her? My wife, to this day of over 30 years, you gonna marry her? But what about what's name them? Oh man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Marry? Man, what you gonna get married for? Man, that's sucker talk. Y'all see that hot tamale? That hot tamale of mine, that red hot chili pepper. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Psh. If I would have listened to them fools, look where I would be. You know, I'll probably be done had about 4 or 5 babies by about 17 mamas or something. You know how it is. Somebody just gonna be like, you ain't gonna punch him in the face. You hear what he said to me? You hear what he said to me? You gonna stand back there, you ain't gonna punch him in the face. You walk around carrying your so-called Glock waters and you ain't gonna bust a cap in him. You hear what he said to me? Have one of them baby mamas. You end up in jail. She end up sleeping with your cousin anyway. Them is the dudes that said, hey man, don't marry her. But you want me to marry her though? I can't even spell her name. I can't even spell her name. I'm gonna go with this one. She say, look here. Why don't you never give me no greeting card? You don't never give me no birthday card. You don't never give me no holiday card. You don't never buy no card for me like you don't love me or something. I can't spell your name. I can't spell your name. Maisha does not start with a Z. I'm not about to play games with you. I don't buy you no birthday card because I can't spell your name. And frankly, I wasn't even interested in trying. I'll stick with this one. Too much work. Even your name is too much work. Too much work to spell, too much work to remember. I can see where this is going. No. Shit. I know what I'm doing. Too much work. Don't you got a nickname or something? Young boy, I ain't even gonna keep on saying all of them words. Your name is too long. Your name is so long, it's like every time I'm talking to Rumpelstiltskin. It's like, your name is so bizarre. It's like Rumpelstiltskin. I want your firstborn child. What? No. I'll stick with this one. It's on, she got about 5 letters to her name. I'll stick. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. No, thank you. So with that being said, y'all, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Please, have a dream. Write it down. Write it down tonight. Get you a notebook. You and your spouse, you and your girlfriend or boyfriend, you and your children. What do your children want in that house? What do your children want on that land? Let them dream too. Basketball court, basketball goal, football field. Let them dream too. And all y'all write that down on a poster board. Give your kids a piece of paper. Give your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your fiance, give them a piece of paper and write all of your dreams down. Somebody, you know, I gotta have my music studio. I gotta have my own music studio. Write it down. Even get detailed. Be detailed with your dream. You want a music studio. What do you want in that music studio? 24-track recorder, Yamaha 24-track recorder. Get detailed with your dream. It's your dream. You can do whatever you want. You can dream whatever you want. Okay? So with that being said, everybody, thank you for coming by. Thank you for all of the people that understood about my moderator situation. I'm working on fixing it. Thank you to all the people with the cash apps and the donations. I want to say thank you very much. But please start dreaming. That's where you start. Everybody thought I was going to come in here and talk about land with all this scientific stuff. I ain't got nothing for you. I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not a financial advisor. But I know where the real, true home ownership, land ownership, even relationship starts. It starts with that dream, and it starts with a little drive. Keep your coals hot because you don't know who's going to come by and hit you with some gasoline to blow you up. Leah Farmer 73, I love you until you give me a reason not to. And I'm out. Peace, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. See you at Freedom.